Let's go. First base, your captain in this DFS showdown is who, Erik?
Yeah, so as I've said throughout these playoffs, I always start with these showdown contests looking at, is there a pitcher I can trust to captain? Because if a pitcher is going to go deep into the game, they just score way more points on average than the top hitters. And I think there is. I think I trust Max Fried just enough here. He hasn't been fantastic his last two playoff starts, although in his last one he did strike out 6, walk only 1, and not give up a homer. So the hits were falling in, but it wasn't a bad start in every way. And overall, throughout the playoffs, he does have a 5.40 ERA, but his FIP is 2 full runs better than that in those 4 postseason starts. He's basically doing Max Fried things throughout the playoffs, which is strike out only about a league average amount of guys, but walk very few, just 3.2% walk rate in the postseason, and get an above average number of ground balls. I would not trust Luis Garcia to go deep on the other side, so I think if I was building an Astros base lineup, he wouldn't be my guy. He's just hasn't been good this postseason and is pitching on short rest. But I think Fried works, especially because the Atlanta bats are cheaper than the top Houston bats here. Houston has 3 of the 4 most expensive bats and 5 of the 7 most expensive. So you can actually pay up for Fried and still get Freddie Freeman and a lot of the best Atlanta hitters all in one lineup.
I mean, Fried's looked a little shaky his last 2 times out in the postseason. Paul, who do you trust to have in your captain spot tonight?
Well, you just helped me make my case, Emerson. I don't trust Max Fried. He was roughed up in game 2. He gave up a number of hits and 6 earned runs. I don't like that line score, and he did the same thing the previous start. So I expect more of the same as he faces the power bats at the top of the Astros order in a game. That will give him fits again. I certainly don't look for Garcia. I think Erik is right. I don't look for him to go very deep into this game and can't trust him either. So I'm going to look for one of the batters, and I'm taking Yuli Gurriel, whose price is $11,700 for tonight's game. He's had his best year in the majors at age 37, and I'm choosing him to be the guy who delivers offense in at least one key spot tonight. He's been consistent home and away, lefty versus righty, and comes in hot with 15 hits in his last 37 at-bats. You know I love that. And I think the Astros will get some runners on base ahead of him in the 5 spot in the order. He'll be in position for some RBI opportunities tonight, and I say he makes good on stage.